Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a wonderful day. In today's video we are looking at the portfolio again. This is that time again where we check the portfolio. I will talk about any buys, any sales, the rental income, the crypto side of things, and we will go through very quickly some of the all the companies that I hold in my portfolio. I'll give you the links, then you can have a look at that, the breakdown and the companies that I own. The platform I'm using is called Trading 212. If you're looking for brokerage and you live in Europe or in the UK, you might want to give it a go. They are quite relatively cheap. I mean, there's no commissions and all that stuff, but at the same time they are relatively new, so you have to be careful. But obviously, as you can see, the money that I've got right now in that account is over £58,000, and obviously you are protected up to £85,000. This is a platform I use. If you're interested, I will put the link in the description so you can sign up if you are really interested. What I'm doing here is sharing my journey and kind of explain to you what I'm doing on a daily basis. If I can, sometimes every week I try to do at least 1 or 2 videos to kind of show you what's happening to the portfolio, where we're heading. Is it up, is it down? And a couple of times a week I might try to do a 1 or 2 videos on basically analyzing a couple of stocks. If you like that kind of content and you really into that kind of thing, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, let me know if you have any questions, and obviously share with your family and friends. I mean, the reason I started this portfolio, not the portfolio, the YouTube channel thing, right, was I couldn't find anything out there that was what I'm doing right now, and I was just a little bit frustrated because I genuinely don't have a lot of time, right? Between family and work, I don't have a lot of time, so I would have liked someone out there to do this. And I thought, you know what, let me try it, let me give it a go. And it was the summer, so it was the winter break, so I thought, you know what, let me try it. And a year and a bit later, I'm still doing it. And I'm still enjoying it. I like actually interacting with you guys. So genuinely, it's amazing to talk to so many people. So alhamdulillah, so far so good. Just to keep, just share it with your family and friends, and let's keep it going, inshallah, see how it goes. Right, so let's go and look at the portfolio overall. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the dividend that I've received this month, and that was £237. I did a video yesterday, so if you want to watch that video to see where that money came from and what companies paid me and so on. The overall dividends for the year, the expectation is about 1,500. This will change because I will be buying more stocks, so by the time we get to December I might have bought more stocks and that will go up, inshallah. Each month I'm expecting about £126 right now, and as you can see, this is the breakdown of my portfolio. So the technology sector, we're looking at about 25%, 26% is technology. Healthcare is about 18%. We've got 10% or 11% consumer discretionary. Industrials is about 10%. Materials is another 10%. Consumer defensive, we're looking at about 12%, almost 13%. 2% is financials, and then 3% is real estate. So that's the breakdown, and in the long run is hopefully to own majority of the S&P 500 basically sectors, and including oil, basically energy and so on. So we'll see how that goes. So that's the long-term plan, and as you can see here, this is the breakdown of my basically income. So majority of my money comes from Rio Tinto and 3M, J&J and so on, and they pay me about £828 in total. These 10 companies basically pay me the most. But yeah, so that's the breakdown overall, and so far I've received £1,541 in dividends. That's money that I've already received and I've reinvested into the portfolio. Right, the next thing we will look at right now is the rental income and the total amount that I've received this month with dividend, including dividends, and see how that goes. So since April, I've been telling you about this. So April, this is how much we received in total. Okay, May, this was the total. We're very similar. June was about 643, so it went up a little bit. In July, basically 471, because we only received about £23 in dividends. And this month it was slightly different. In August it was again just up £519, and this month in September, what's happened is, and I've put the question mark, I've been putting question mark here because there was some maintenance that needs to be done in the property. So I by the way, those who do not know, I've recently invested about £73,000 in 1-bedroom apartment in the UK, in Leicester, that pays me this much every single month. there's a company that looks after it, and that company told me recently there was some maintenance that the tenant said that they need fixing or so and so. So I said to them, well, go ahead, find out how much it is, and then go ahead with the fix up. And they did that. So that is now costing me a little bit. So I'll show you exactly how much I paid, and this is what I paid. So this is what I've received for the month. That's how much the management has taken, and then this is how much it cost me. So £171.60. Basically 60p is basically how much I actually paid for that repair, and that gave me a total of £277. And this is one of the things about properties, stuff like this will come up, but you can't really say, obviously we can't do it if the tenants basically, if there's something wrong with your property, obviously you have to fix up. It's not fair, obviously. So yeah, we went ahead and we did it. So alhamdulillah, it's not that much, okay, but yeah, so I'm hoping that it will be one off. And since April we have not had any issues. This was the only thing that came up, so we'll see how that goes, inshallah, in the next couple of months. And then what's happened is the rental income was 277, but look at my dividends. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to deal with a tenant. I didn't have to pay somebody else fees, nothing. £237. That's how much I've been paid, and 277 is what was left over after basically I paid off that little bit money that I had to do for that fixing things, right? So overall £514. So is from basically last month, it's actually just slightly up, about less than £5. So it's not much, obviously, but if that didn't happen, and with the rental income was basically what I normally have received, it would have been £686, okay? And I'm hoping that we can go back to that stage, and the next time I get paid, I wouldn't have to have that deduction, okay? So overall, alhamdulillah, it's all heading in the right directions. The dividends are basically, you know, getting better and better and bigger every single month. The rental income will stay solid, unless there's something again that I need to repair. And that's it really so far when it comes to the rental income side of it. So now we're going to go back to the portfolio, and one thing we need to do before we look at the whole everything is just the buys and sales, okay? So the first thing I want to show you is the things that we sold in this month. So these are the companies, the one ETF and KLA. I've already shared that with you guys. I've done a video on it, why I sold it, what happened there, and every penny from there is actually been put back into this buys for this month. I've spent almost £350, £3,500 just for this month, and a lot of that money obviously came from the sales there, okay? And obviously, and overall total I've received £153 in dividends, and I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy because the factor is I want to make sure that this portfolio pays me enough every single month. Obviously, my main concern is not just the dividends, because a lot of these companies, you can see here, their dividends is not actually a lot. This month is probably a lot. Like all the other months, you will see it was like 1%. So companies like Lowe's have been investing in companies like Medtronics about 2%, 2.5%, 1%, you know, that kind of thing. But this month, because I'm putting money into Rio Tinto, I put money into Unilever, Seagross, a lot of the UK-based companies, okay, and VF Corporations, the stock went down quite a bit, so the yield is going up, if you like. So on average, it's about 3%, okay, added about 3%. So overall, that's basically all the buys and sells. The only one that was new to the portfolio, which I've talked about in the last video, is Cisco. Last portfolio update. Cisco is one of the new companies. The rest of them have been in my portfolio for a long time. I'm just adding to them every single month as much as I can. I focused more on the UK companies in the last couple of weeks, because obviously the pound was actually going down a lot, and it wasn't buying much for the US side of things. I wasn't getting enough for basically what I used to get before. So what I decided was to put into the UK companies, and I'll be honest with you, a lot of the UK companies like Rio Tinto, RB, and Unilever and Seagross are actually down quite a bit in the last few weeks. So I thought, you know what, take basically that money, put it into the UK companies, and I'm going to continue doing that. I'm going to add a lot more money to especially the first three. And in fact, what I'm going to do with Unilever going forward is every week I'm going to buy one share of Unilever, and that's my commitment. So right now I own 55 shares, I think. Okay, there we go. No, 65 shares. So close, actually, not bad. 65 shares, and I'm going to buy one share of Unilever every single week. That's my plan, and see how it goes. Remember, I'm putting about £250 into the portfolio every single week, and basically £40 of that basically will go straight to Unilever, and then the rest will be different companies. So let's go through the portfolio. As you can see right now, we look about 58,300 right now overall. As you can see here, 3,500, 3,600 in gains. Okay, unrealized gains obviously 6.5% up. So alhamdulillah, yes, it's been in the red not long ago. So alhamdulillah, I'm happy with where it is right now. I haven't changed much since last update. Obviously 3M is still there. I've not bought any more. Adobe is still there. Loads of these companies have actually not changed much. Cisco is basically, I bought a bit of Cisco recently. Have I bought anything these companies? No, I haven't bought any of this. Like I've shown you early, I bought a little bit of Lowe's, bit of Medtronics. I haven't touched Merck in ages because it's actually gone up quite a bit. My average is about $78, and right now it's about $10 more than that. So I'm just going to leave it in there for a long time. This is a great company. I would love to own maybe another, maybe run it to 50 shares or so. So in the long run, not just in the next few weeks. Hopefully, if it goes down a little bit, I can add to it a bit more. And this is the reason why I always get excited when the markets are down, because when markets are down, I get excited, and that's when I put more money into the market. And the reason is because you don't get a lot of opportunities. And I like when, if it's basically 3-4 days of going down, that adds up and it becomes like 7%, 8%. So these companies drop 6-7%. I like that. I actually would love that. Okay, so I can buy, because they are quality companies. Okay, they're not gonna run out of business, or they're not gonna basically go bankrupt straight away or whatever. So they have an excellent balance sheets, a lot of these companies. And one company that in fact I'm adding to from now on is this company here. Procter & Gamble has actually now given me the opportunity to buy more, because right now $127 per share, and look at it, 135 is my actually average right now. But because of the FX, I'm actually up quite a bit. So I will be obviously averaging it up, but it doesn't matter, because this company, I really like the company. Is one of the companies I would love to own at least a minimum of 6-7%, just like J&J and Microsoft. I want to own quite a bit of this company because they have a wide variety of products that are really essentials. So I want to keep that in my portfolio and make it maybe about 6-7%. Ideally, what I would like in the long run is about maybe 6-7%, just like J&J and so on. So I haven't added anything to Public Storage or Qualcomm. You've seen it. I bought quite a bit of this company. Same for Rio Tinto. S&P Global, I haven't actually touched it. Salesforce, I haven't added anything to it. Segro, you've seen it already. Unilever, I've added to. Union Pacific, still haven't added to it because it's not. It hit the target I wanted recently, but I thought it might actually even go further. So I'm gonna wait and see how the markets behave. UPS, I'm actually bullish on this company. It's down quite a bit, so I will be adding bits here and there. If I can get maybe about 20 shares before it bounces up, hopefully we'll see what that will be really great. VF Corporation is a little bit funny one at the moment because it just keeps going down, and right now my average is $57 per share and is right now 30. So I will be adding a bit more to this company in the next few weeks just to kind of average it down. And in the long run, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, to be honest with you, because it's a great company, but I'm just the debt levels and everything else is just a bit annoying at the moment. Visa, okay, still haven't added any to it, although because I'm trying not to add to the technology company and buy Cisco more of, okay, so that's why I haven't added basically to Visa, but I might actually add to it. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. But there is the overall portfolio. I will share the link with you guys, and like I said before, it's not about bragging or anything like that. I just want to share my journey, what's possible, and every single thing you see here is basically my own money. Okay, so I save every single month I try to add at least £1,000. Sometimes I actually add more, as you see in here. Okay, I added over £1,000 basically just this month, and the reason for that is because I've seen a lot of companies that I really like, I genuinely like that way, actually a discount. So that's the reason I've added to. Now let's talk about cryptocurrency. I haven't actually shared this with you guys in age, so I'll show you what it looks right now, the portfolio. These are the three cryptos that I actually own. Little bit of Bitcoin, little bit of Ethereum, little bit of Solana, and each one of these companies, as you can see here, is literally half the price, if not less than that. Okay, so I'm down $1,331 right now. Now, crypto has always been a funny one for me. I actually bought it because I genuinely love the technology side of it, and I bought it at a time where it was too expensive. Basically the price was just too high at the time. I'll be honest with you, this is to me absolutely, I'm not going to touch it, I'm not going to sell it, I'm going to leave it. I've completely forgotten about it. I recently, one of the brothers have asked me basically how this portfolio is doing, and then that was the first time I actually went on my Coinbase actually to check. Before that, I never used to check. So I'm gonna leave it. If it bounces back to basically in the green, if I go into the green, I will see how it goes. I'll then read about the sentiment, where things are heading. Don't think I'm gonna add to it anytime soon, because the stock market is giving me a lot more opportunities there. I have other plans, other things that I want to work on as well, so I'm not gonna add a lot of money into crypto right now. So I'm gonna leave it as it is. I'm not gonna touch it, but I just want to share it with you guys, so at least you know exactly where we are with that. Right, so that's the portfolio. That's everything I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you basically enjoying this type of content. Like I've always said to you, I'm not asking you anything. All I need, I'm not selling any course, anything like that. All I ask is just for you to basically give the videos a like, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, let me know as usual. Assalamu alaikum, take care.